Good morning, everybody. So sorry that I'm not there. My son had a fever as soon as I picked him up yesterday, and I wasn't feeling well yesterday either, so I left actually mid afternoon. But I will be back by fifth period, just the middle of fifth period, sorry. So if you guys have any questions or anything or clarification or whatever, you can just let me know and come down. So homework or reminders for tomorrow. We have perk tomorrow, regardless if it's raining. Your teachers will be probably be talking with you about like what our alternatives are, but definitely you're going to have a good day regardless. So make sure you guys know about that. The Bellringer is in Schoology. Please match it up first. Once you've done the Bellringer, you are getting out your math study guide. If you are a student who did not finish your study guide, the substitute knows that you are going out in the hallway and working on your study guide. There is a concept book over by the windowsill. Please grab it and head out now. When you are done, you can absolutely come back in. The answer keys are in Schoology as well, so make sure you're checking those before coming in as well. Okay? So pause me and work on the Bellringer. Here are your answers to your Bellringer, so I'm going to be quiet so you can see it. So obviously for number 1, that's dividing a fraction. So we keep, change, and flip. For number 2, adding and subtracting decimals, we line up the decimal points. Always, always, always. I see an equal sign. That's an equation. It wants me to solve for what number A is. So we do the inverse of the opposite operation. So this fraction bar right here, that's division. So I do the inverse. So I would multiply and and then finally 4 with everything in those parentheses. That means to do the distributive property. To get the number on the outside multiplied to everything on the inside, we call it the Santa hat, right? It looks like this if we do it. 4 times 2 is 8g. You did not have to do this. And 4 times 3 is 12. So it would be, oh my, so sorry. It would be 8g minus 12. It's the Santa hat or the arrows. Okay, good. All right. So back to our slides. Our goals and I can statements are the same as it's been all week. We're just changing it to a different type of review game. It's called Connect 4. All right. We're going to make sure that we pull from all the skills and the topics that have built on each other to review. You can absolutely use your concept book, but I feel like that was more so when you were working through the study guide, not necessarily for today. But you're definitely going to be communicating with your peers to make sure everything's correct and why it's correct, or peer teach it and talk about why it's not. So here's your agenda. You may want to screenshot this and have it in front of you, just because I'm not there to print it out, which I normally do. If you do have the agendas, it says today's agenda on your desk and it doesn't look like this, you guys can recycle it because that was from yesterday afternoon when I left. Okay. So pause the video and recycle those if you need to. So we've already talked about what you were doing when you came in, like the Bellringer. You should already be in the hallway of the concept book. But I am going to say if you want to wrap up the clue game from yesterday before you start the Connect 4, I get it. So the Connect 4 is not the Connect 4, I apologize. The clue game clues should be on green paper underneath the Promethean board. If you are noticing there is no green paper under the Promethean board, definitely ask the substitute and they will locate the answers for you guys to put them up there, but they should be face down numbered 1 through 9 because they're 1 through 9 clues. Okay. Miss D next door can definitely help out with that as well, but those should be still underneath the Promethean board for you to work through the clue game and then check your answers online to get the clues, okay? If you're like, nope, I want to get right to Connect 4, then let's do it. You're in groups of 2 or 3. If you have 4 on a team, then split up 2 and 2. Obviously, the only way you're doing Connect 4 is with study guides. So those need to be out with a pencil, please. Pause the video if you need to do that and get together with your teams. If you're someone who wants to work independently, you're following the directions on the green that are in green up on your screen. So you're going to check your answer key first, and then if you've already checked your answer key, again, this is only if you're working independently, you're following my instructions in green. You are working through the IXLs and even Delta Maths on your study guide and from your study guide, okay? If you don't want to work with anybody, that's what you're doing. The sub should not see you gaming at all, and furthermore, nobody's gaming, okay? So when you're ready to work in your team, all right, you're going to open this Thursday Connect 4 link in Schoology, and then you're going to follow the directions. So let's do it. So here is where that is located. So in the folder for this week, that's what you're opening. Everybody on your team's opening it, okay? It's going to look like this. And I almost wonder maybe you only need one person to open it because I think you're all writing on this one. So I think maybe only one person then, I apologize, should be opening your Connect 4 like this because you're going to be using one person's computer, I think. So that's actually exactly what I want to happen. So I only want one person to have their Chromebook open and everybody is sharing it because you're going to be passing it around to write your names on it when the time's ready. So here are the directions. Come on. So you guys are going to have the spinner link open and open on your Chromebooks. So you just click here on the word spinner and see how it comes up with that, and it will pop this thing right up to spin it, okay? Let me make sure that works. Click that. And it should be set up already. If not, I'll show you the one person in your group how it's going to set up. Sorry it's taking so long. My goodness. Anyway, so that should be set up just like that slide is showing you. If it's not, all you need to do is type this in. So all of this, if it doesn't bring you up to it, this is, man, my computer is being slow. These are the numbers you're putting in, okay? All right. And as you spin it, it's going to say done or remove. You want to remove that number because you're done with that page number. So Heath, what are you talking about? So whenever you spin it, the youngest person on your team is going to spin first. This is going to tell you the page number. So everyone opens up to that page number that you spin. So the first person to get 4 names in the boxes win. So let me talk about this. So you discuss your answers and why. I got to move this because this actually doesn't, I don't know why that's there. We need to pull that out, but that should be down at the very bottom. There we go. So the youngest person on the team is going to spin first, right? Once we spin it, you go to that page number. So I'm going to spin. Whoops. Why is it being so slow? Hopefully it's faster for you guys. Holy moly. But it'll land on a number, and then that's the page number you open to in your study guide. Holy Lord. Come on. Holy cow. So let's pretend for a minute that it's going to land on, is it 4? Okay. So 4 will come up, and then you will turn to page 4. I'm so sorry that took so long. So we spin it. It lands on number 4. So we're going to open up to page 4 in our study guide. And then we're going to make sure that all of our answers match. So it says, discuss your answers and why they are correct or incorrect. Wowie. Okay. Way to be delayed. Yay. Confetti. Okay. So 4 means open to page 4. So you're going to open to page 4 in your study guide, as it says here, opens to that page number. Talk about your answers. If everyone's correct, that's an easy win for everybody. That means every person gets to choose one box to write their name in, because the goal is to get, eventually as you're going through it, is to get out your name either all vertically or horizontally or diagonally, right? So you do this through spinning multiple times and talking about your page numbers. So if everybody got it right, you put your name anywhere in a box that you want. If somebody did not get the same answer, you peer teach. You help them use a concept book. You make the correction, and help them understand. But only those who have the correct answer initially get to put their names in any box. But if the person did not get it right, that person, you need to peer teach them, help them understand how to correct it, make the correction, but they cannot put their names in the boxes, right? So once you're done with that page, right, then you can spin again. So I'll go to spin again. Somebody else goes, the next person, the next youngest person, right? Hit remove choice because you've already done page 4. Hit remove choice and then have the person spin it again. Okay? So a lot of moving parts here, but the whole idea is talking, is exchanging ideas, etc. Okay? Nobody should get done. There's no way with everything that you're doing. I should not see you, or the sub should not see you gaming, nothing. You're actively working. Do we have math tomorrow? Nope. What do you need to bring? Stuff for perk. If we are going to go, make sure you have a swimsuit and a towel if you want to swim. If we do end up going. If not, you're bringing your lunch and doing the same thing, same stuff. All right? Or if you signed up for a lunch, I think you'll get that up in the cafeteria, but either way. All right, guys. Crazy, crazy stuff. Message me if you need anything. I'll see you on Friday.